Alright everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at the Sandisk IXPAND mini flash drive 32 gig version, which I picked up at Wally World the other day for 29 bucks. This is USB 3.0 and it's Lightning. Now they do have the Android version for the Android phones, and it's the same price, So this is a very handy little device for taking files from your phone and putting them to the computer and bypassing that pain in the ass iTunes. Okay, which I never used that because that thing's nothing but spyware. Okay, iTunes, it's spyware. Believe me. And I've never plugged this phone. I've never synced this phone, if I had it for a year, iPhone 8 Plus, to the iTunes. So I'm sure if I plugged it into it, it would be spinning around for like an hour. Because there's a lot of stuff on this thing. Because this is a 256 gigabyte version of the iPhone. So I do all of my editing. All of my video editing is done in the iMovie on the iPhone. Okay, now I do some other stuff on the computer, like maybe some color correction or something like that on the computer. But the actual editing part is all done in iMovie because it's so damn easy. Okay, this is the easiest editor I've ever used. Anyway, to work this, it's very simple. You just download the app, which is right here. It's just called iXpand Drive. Pop that sucker out of the case. After you download the app, there's a little cover on it right here. You'll lose that like within a day or two, no doubt. But anyway, after you get that done, when you plug this into the phone, the app will automatically start. Boom. So you plug that in, and it's going to ask you if you want to use it. Then you just hit allow. And then you just go to copy files. So it'll come up to this screen. So you can either copy files from the phone or copy files from the drive. If you go and put a bunch of files on here on your computer, because you can plug it in because it's got the USB plug, you plug that into your computer, copy a bunch of files on here, then you can copy them right to the iPhone. And that saves you either from going through the iCloud or syncing them up through the iTunes and all that, which is a real big pain. And it's real slow, okay? Doing it that way is a lot slower. This is super fast. So I want to copy photos from the phone or videos from the phone to the device. Say I did a video, I'm done with the video, it's all edited, I want to just, upload it to YouTube. I can just copy it right to here, take it to the computer. So I would just click on that, scroll through my stuff. We'll do an easy one. We'll do some photos here, but it does photos and videos. There's plenty on here. I got... here's some stuff when I took out the Bugs 3 Pro yesterday. I didn't post the video yet, but when I took that out, here's one of the thumbnails, and then there's that, and then it'll just say copy to expand drive. So you do that, and I'm going to show you here in a second. So I'm going to hit that, and it's going to ask you what folder you want to put it in. I'll hit the photos folder, and that has some default photos in there that come with it. And then just hit copy here. Then it copied both of them. And then when it gets done copying them, it's going to ask you if you want to delete them and how much space it'll free up on your phone. Very nice, very handy. I actually don't want to delete them right at this time. So I'll just put no, because I'm just doing that for demonstration purposes. But that's how it works. And then the other way, it goes reverse. You can go into videos right there, and there's old piles of videos that are on there that I copied from my phone, So it's super easy. I mean, it couldn't get any easier than this. And it's so much faster than going through the cloud or going through the iTunes, Just easy peasy with this thing. I can't recommend this thing enough. This is really good. And then this other product here, which I've been using for ages already. Let me unplug that. This is real nice, 30 bucks. This is super nice also for $5 or $6. This is that thing I got from China. I did a video on about a year and a half ago. This is what I use to bring the files to the phone from the quadcopters and from the GoPros. So we'll say I would shoot a video with the GoPro, and then I'll take this, the micro SD card, pop it in here, then I plug that in here, and then that'll say iUSB Pro wants to do that. And you just hit allow, and then that'll come up, and then the files will come up. But there's nothing on there right now. That's why it's not showing anything. But it would show the files that are on the micro SD card, and then you could just go copy them to the phone, and that's how I get the stuff to the phone that I'm going to edit in the iMovie. Okay, so that's, man, that thing is really good. Both of these are really good, but this thing is super duper cheap. But it doesn't have its own storage. You have to plug the micro SD card into it, But this one has the 32 gigs built into it. So, pick whichever one you want. They both work really well. But I'm liking this new Sandisk one that I got the other day. It's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, boys. There you go. Pick one up. It's very handy to have if you do a lot of editing with iMovie. It's a must-have. It's such a time saver from using the iTunes and the iCloud and all that. Just way faster, way faster. All right.